Ooh, hello, people. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just waiting for Malcolm Owen, the Silver Fox, intelligent one. And then I'm waiting for Bristol City fan Lee. So, hello, Malcolm. Why have you got your hat on?
At least I get my hat on, not like you today. On social media where it just sat on top of your head.
It was just one of the memories when I wanted to go out and I thought I couldn't bother to put my trainers on, so I just put the little hat on.
I can't believe you was wearing your hat and sliders. It looked amazing.
Crazy, man. Go away. Right, come here. Right, say hello.
Hi.
Hi, Naya. How are you?
Right, go and watch cartoons now. Bye-bye. Crazy. But yeah, it was just one of the moments. I just put my sliders on, just wore Naya's hat. No, Naya wore the hat first. And
okay.
And
okay.
So yeah. Yeah, was you excited, Mark, from the result on what game was Sunday?
Yeah, I was jumping around like an idiot. You can imagine what I was like. I was going crazy. I mean, that first goal by Lewis, what a technique, fantastic. And then the second one from score straight after half time, I was like jumping up and down. And then of course, Yatesy got the last one. I was like, yeah, this is great. This is exactly what we needed.
I was at Mick's house and the first time, because he lives in a small flat, I was like, yeah! It's Ben, shut up! I was like, I was like, yeah, crazy. But I'm buzzing. I was buzzing for the game, and now I'm excited to the Bristol City game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big game. Looking at the results tonight.
Big game. It's going to be a massive game. Like, I think last time we played Bristol City, what was the score, Malcolm? Do you know?
Didn't we lose? I can't remember. When we played them earlier on in the season at their place, that's when we played with half and half 10 men because Yatesy got sent off.
Yeah.
And we played with half and half 10 men, and I must admit we actually looked more comfortable with 10 men than we did 11.
Yeah, 100%.
I think a 0-0 draw was a fair result that day. I think it was, but you know, I watched Bristol City on was it Sunday they were on?
Sunday, yeah.
Before us, they were playing Wednesday, weren't they?
Yeah.
And they look like a team under pressure at the minute, like their own pressure.
I think they made 8 changes. They made 8 changes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they made 8. They made 8 changes, and the team they put out, it was still a strong side. And losing to Sheffield Wednesday, like, wow, like, but on paper it's a good side. But Forest,
I'm just smiling because I'm waiting for you to mention about Connor Wickham scoring. Although my other mate Brereton's been sent off tonight.
You know what? I was about to mention that to you. He's just been sent off, hasn't he?
He probably got frustrated with someone, so.
Malcolm, it's not. This is not good news for you. This is not good for you, mate.
Right.
We're just waiting for Bristol City fan. I don't know where he is.
Bristol probably.
But where are you watching the match tomorrow?
I don't know yet, Ben. I'm decided.
I don't. Listen, I was thinking of Noosa's house, and then Mick said his house. But you know me, if you score, I go crazy. Yeah. But it's not. But when you got the can I call them OAPs?
Yeah, you can do, yeah.
Yeah, with the OAPs, I got to be careful what I say, but I just don't want that. If the game's live on here, I just don't want Night to be here. That's why I don't want to watch it here. So
yeah. I've got to go to my house tomorrow afternoon. My house in Hucknall tomorrow afternoon. I've got some work that's being done, so I've got to go over there at some point. If they don't leave by 6 o'clock, then I'll be watching it over there. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, apart from that, I don't know at the minute, because obviously I went for the refund. I didn't go for the codes, so I might just buy a £10 code, to be honest, Ben.
Oh, okay. Right.
So I'll talk to you tomorrow about it in the day.
Okay. Right. What's his name? Sending the stream.
You're going to get his name right tonight, aren't you?
Pete.
Won't have any Brad when it's needed, are we? Okay. not like Friday, no.
Oh God! Sent link on channel. But yeah, Craig's on date night, everyone. Craig's on date night, so that's why he's not in here. So I'm not happy with it. He's in his bubble, and so. But yeah, it's all right. So whoever's watching, what do you think the score would be tomorrow? Put your scores down. James says 2-0. Yeah, Hillboot says 2-0. You're right, Martin. Martin's here. Martin's online.
Which one? Price, Barnett?
Price. Right.
Pricey.
Right. Pete, Bristol City fan is going to come on now. And here he is. Hello, Pete.
Hi, chaps. How you doing?
Good, thanks, Pete. How are you?
Thank you very much for taking your time to come on this channel. As you know, it's a massive game tomorrow for both clubs. So let's start with Bristol City season so far. What's going on?
Well, I mean, we had a good season up until the break, to be honest. We started pretty well. I think up to September we might have even been in the top 2. Then we had Bannick, potentially would have had what would have been a season-ending injury at that point with an ACL. From then we struggled up until Christmas pretty much, and then found form again. I think it's pretty true of any Lee Johnson side. Like, you can quite easily go up to 9 games without a win and then go on and win the next 9 or 10 in a row. Like our January into February, I think we won 5 on the spin with 5 clean sheets in the spin.
Yep.
I mean, to be honest, the break probably came at a good point for us, because it got the likes of Bannick back fit. Thomas Callas was struggling with injury. Adam Naj was struggling with injury. So if anything, it probably helped us. Well, we thought it would help us until the Blackburn game. And then from then, like the whole season up until the last 2 games, just sort of feels like it's going to dwindle into nothing again, sadly.
Yeah, I know you mentioned about. I've always think about Bristol City. They've always been 4 games. Then is it 4 defeats, 4 wins, 4 defeats? It's
streaky Lee, yeah.
Yeah, why? Do you know what's the reason behind that?
I mean, your guess is as good as ours. Lee Johnson's just got a history of it. He had it at Barnsley as well.
Did he?
Yeah, and everyone sort of put it down to young manager. He needs to go through it a few times before he can sort of learn from it. But it just keeps happening. And we're in one now. I think we're now 9 games without a win. So maybe 1 win in 9.
Yeah.
So at this point, you're probably thinking, it's like, as I said, season over. But at the same token, there's nothing stopping us from going on and winning the next 7. Like, that is just how it's been under Lee Johnson. So
you're talking about Lee Johnson. How long has he been there at Bristol City now?
It's been over 4 years now. 4.5 years. Yeah. So he's had a decent stint.
Yeah. So do you think he's the man? But where now? Where Bristol City in the league now?
I think we dropped down to 12th. But it's something like 5 points between 13th and 6th, isn't it? Something ridiculous. Do you think you'll make a late playoff charge, or? I think tomorrow is the make or break, to be honest. I think if we lose to you guys tomorrow, I think that's probably it. But in a weird way, it's still in our hands, because we've still got you guys, Cardiff and Preston still to play. So if we win all those 3, then I think that will take us into 6th.
Yeah.
But I just can't see it at this moment in time. We've made so many changes for the game.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
Pete, what was the reason for that? What was the reason for that many changes?
Well, not for the first time. So we played really poorly at Blackburn, and Lee Johnson's got this habit of, he'll flip out and say that he needs to pick players that he can trust. Right. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time this season that he said it. And whenever he said that, he's changed everything, basically, or wherever he can change stuff, he will. So he changed goalkeeper. So Nicky Mineper started on Sunday. He dropped Dan Bentley, who came in the summer, who's the number one.
I was surprised with that when he dropped Bentley, because he's been really good on it. So I was surprised with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could probably put 2 of the goals against Blackburn down to his mistakes. But that's cut. He's had since probably after Christmas, he's been shaky. But before that, he was solid. And we were thinking, will we be able to keep him, even though he's only just joined? But it was just, and it's the same. Like, there was a stat that came through at lunchtime from a guy at Radio Bristol, and we used 21 players in two games, which is more than Wolves have used in a whole season.
Yeah.
So we changed everything. I think we've used the last 2 games. We've used definitely 3 formations, and basically 2 11s. And that's with a squad of 20 players. We've still got players like Molly Watkins, who's not in the 20-man squad. We've still got first team players that can't get in.
Wow. I said before you come on, like, the 8 changes that you made on Sunday, that was your strongest team, wasn't it? With the players you got, like, is it Benjamin Kobe, who's the striker, another one,
Mackie Wells.
We forced were after.
I'd like to sign him.
I'd love to sign it. He's a good player, but losing to Sheffield Wednesday, like, we played Sheffield Wednesday and we draw 1-1. But when I saw that team, I thought Bristol City, they're going to beat them easy.
And we were sort of hoping for the same, because it's one of those where when you give it the big one after losing and say, I'm going to make big changes, I need to pick a team that I can trust, and then you lose them, it's sort of like, where do you go from there? Yeah, like where do you go? Like, for the team tomorrow, do you go with the team? Because basically the team that he put out, that was the team that got us to 2-0 down. He made changes to get us back to 2-1. So do you go with the team that you trusted to start? Do you go with the team that you ended with? Do you find a sort of mix between the Blackburn team and the Sheffield Wednesday team? It's really strange. He doesn't help himself with stuff like that sometimes.
I was going to say, Pete, so from what you've said, he's been there 4.5 years, and he's got a bit of a habit of flipping out and swapping and changing teams because he can't trust players. Do you think this is Lee Johnson's last throw of dice at the Robins this season?
I think it potentially could be. I think it's one of those where there's no point making, like, there were a lot of fans calling for him to go after the game on Sunday, and at this point there's just no point. It's definitely one of those where you need to get to the end of the season and see it, because, as I said, like, it's so tight at the minute. If we win against you and Cardiff, I think that would probably take us to 6th or 7th again, and then suddenly everything's fine. But in the same token, like, we could easily finish 13th, 14th, which we had 25 million quid on the bench on Sunday. When you add everything in. And like the Lansdowne family isn't spending that much money, like 9 million on Callas, 4 or 5 million on Naki Wells. They're not spending that to, finish lower than last year. So it's definitely going to be interesting if we do finish, as I say, 10th or 11th. What will happen?
Like I said, from your view, how do you think Forest will do from now to the season finish?
You seem like a really strong team. Like, I think yourselves and Cardiff have been the 2 that have impressed me the most since the return, to be honest. It's almost a bit like a good thing to see that you've had a bit of security, because I think people have probably looked at us over the years and thought, well, they're giving Lee Johnson time, they're giving him the money, even if we're selling our best players, like, he's having the money to reinvest it. And with you guys, it sort of felt like, see if managers are doing well after 6 months, and if they're not, then they're out.
We have had 4 managers in the season in the last couple of years.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's good, and like the squad that you've got. I'll be honest, I didn't know anything about the manager before he came in. I'm not sure if anyone did.
We didn't either.
So it seems like he's just been given a new deal, hasn't he, as well?
Yeah.
Am I right in thinking that?
Yeah. He's been given a 2-year deal with an option for a 3rd year.
Right. Yeah, so it's good. It seems like everything's sort of set up quite nicely.
Yeah.
So, as you know, we draw 0-0 at your place. What do you think? Because we got down to 10 men. Did you think you should have won that game?
Do you know what? I actually saw quite a lot of parallels in that game early in the season from our games last year against Sheffield United. They were very almost like chess matches. Like, it was one of those where it's only going to be 1 or 2 chances in the game. And weirdly, I remember at the time thinking, coming out of the game, that I felt more confident us beating you when you had 11 men. Because when you went down to 10, it was almost like you were playing better with 10 in a weird way.
We just said that in before you came on, Pete. I said to 10.
Really?
That's exactly how I felt in that game. Is when we went down to 10 men, we were really comfortable.
Yeah, it was strange. I couldn't hit the post. I think Ash Williams hit the post.
He did, yeah.
But apart from that, I don't remember there being that much in it. Which I think, to be honest, I think most of our games, like City and Forest games, have always felt pretty tight over the years.
Yeah.
So yeah, tomorrow is a funny one. Like I say, we could quite feasibly, with the run we're in, we could quite feasibly lose 3 or 4. We could scrape a 1-0 or 2-1 and just change everything around again.
It's really weird, isn't it? Because before the game on Sunday, I was on the chat room with the lads, and I was saying to them, right down to Bristol City in 12th, and any of them could go. Any of us could get in the playoffs and go up. It's really peculiar league this year. Really peculiar. But Brentford have smashed it tonight, haven't they? 3-0. So
yeah,
they're looking good. They're coming at the right time.
Well, I mean, if you looked at the table before the season was started, if you had looked at teams like Sheffield Wednesday, you would have thought, well, they got nothing to play for. Season's done for them. Yeah. But after Sunday's result, I think they're only 3 points behind us now.
Absolutely.
So it's mental how tight it's been, and I think now we're as close to 14th as we are to 6th.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's mad.
Mad. So like tomorrow's game, massive game. What do you think will happen?
I mean, I'll take a point right now. But I just think with the run that you're in, as we're us going into it, as I say, we don't know our best formation. We don't know our best 11.
What was your formation you played on? When it was it a diamond shaped formation you played?
It started 4-4-2, I think, or /4-3-3.
Yeah.
And then it changed to, we can actually figure it out towards the end. Towards the end, it was because we started the game weirdly. We were playing a Phobie off the wide left, which is odd. We ended the game with Zizou and Wells up top, but then we had Eliasson and Vyman as well. But it was almost like we were playing Vyman centre mid with Corey Smith.
Yeah.
So it started like a 4-3-3, went to 4-4-2. I think it ended somewhere in between. So that it'll be interesting to see what we do tomorrow, because I think the only formation we haven't used since we come back is 3-5-2, which is what we started the season with. So it could be a hybrid of loads of things, to be honest. I think the only player that we haven't seen come back in, who I think a lot of fans are ready to see again, is Casey Palmer.
Good player.
Yeah, really good player. And I think if he does come in, I think the only way he can come in is in a 3-5-2, to be honest.
Yeah. So, Malcolm, we got any questions for Pete?
What do you expect tomorrow night, Peter? What would you like to get out of the game?
Obviously, I'd love a scrappy win or a draw. I'm expecting probably 2-0 or 2-1 Forest, to be honest.
Okay, and who do you think is the danger man for Forest tomorrow? Who do you think people should look out for?
For us?
No, for Forest.
For Forest, Lewis Grabban always. Yeah, always Lewis Grabban. And again, there's another player, like whoever he's played for, always seems to do well against us. And he's another player that we've been linked with over the years. Well, I think most Championship clubs have. Yeah. But he's one that we would have liked to have had.
Yeah. Yeah, I love him. I think he's great. I think he's a great player. I really rate him.
What's that player? He played for Derby, Villa. He plays for you. Wyman.
Yeah.
Well against us.
He always does well against us. I remember the first game of the season. Was it 2 seasons ago? And he scored in the first.
That's his debut.
Yeah, it was. And I've got a bad feeling he'll score again if he starts.
And he got the assist at your place last year.
Yeah, he did.
For Jeju. To be honest, he is probably one of the only ones that Lee Johnson will fit anywhere. Like he just absolutely loves him. He'll play him anywhere. As I said on Sunday, he played him centre mid. He's basically a striker.
He's got a good work ethic. He's a good player.
He runs.
He's a sort of player who I wouldn't mind if we signed him.
Yeah.
No.
He'll run all day.
No. Yeah, when he scored, I think he's been at Villa, Derby. No. And then when he went to Bristol City, he scored that first goal, and I went, no. He works hard, but no, not me.
He runs a lot. He runs a lot.
He'll score tomorrow, regardless. So
we've got Jamie Patterson back now as well. He's another one. He started the first game, didn't start Sunday.
Yeah,
but feasibly he could come back in.
Yeah, because he's had a good season for you this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, he sort of second half, because he went on loan to Derby and then couldn't really get in the team, got sent back because of Rooney. Yeah. And then since he's come back in January, he's done really well. I think he scored in his first 4 games back.
He did, yeah.
And it made the decision to loan him out look a bit stupid. But at the time, we just signed Palmer. We had Palmer, Vyman, and we signed Sammy Schmodix from Colchester. So we had basically 4 number 10s.
Yeah.
And then, the one that we've had for all these years that we were happy to let go has come back and sort of saved us in a few games.
So I had to come back in because it was raining, so I had to come in.
Oh, really?
So yeah, but last but not least, Pete, I know we said about Bristol. Do you think Bristol City will make the playoffs? What the top 3 teams do you think will go up from this league?
I think Leeds, West Brom, and probably Brentford at this rate.
Really?
Yeah. Form, and I think now, I know obviously Leeds and West Brom are playing tomorrow, but I think they're only 2 points off West Brom now. Leeds are winning now.
Leeds play now.
Okay, now. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know, it's just their form, and they're one of those teams that they always lose players, always lose managers.
What's Fulham score?
Fulham have just scored. They've gone 2-1 up.
Have they?
Oh, great.
They were 1 down as well.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. But yeah, Pete, thank you very much for taking your time.
No worries, thanks for having me. Pleasure.
Go to my channel, and hopefully a Forest win tomorrow.
More likely, I think.
But yeah, but like I said, Pete, before you do, what you do a podcast for your channel? What is it?
Yeah, so it's called the One Stream in Bristol podcast. It's an original fan produced podcast.
Yep.
And we also have to get you guys back on when we're playing again at Ashton Gate
100%.
Next year. But yeah, One Stream in Bristol.
Yeah. Well, like I said, thank you very much, Pete, for having me on. And hopefully, like I said, Forest win tomorrow.
Probably, yeah.
Right, cheers, Pete, for that.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Cheers, Pete. Thank you.
I can't believe he thinks we're going to play them in the FA Cup next year.
Oh God, man! But yeah, right. Who's on TV now, Malcolm?
On TV now, it's Brighton against Man U.
Oh, great!
I'm watching Sky Sports News, and Fulham have gone 2-1 up. Barnsley have beaten Blackburn 2-0. Cardiff ended 0-0. Brentford have won 3-0. Leeds 0-0 with Luton. Please let it stay like that. Swansea ended 1-1 with Millwall, and Millwall looked good in the first half as well.
You know what? I've got to phone you after this anyway. It's something important, so I'm not going to say it on here. So, thank you, Malcolm, for coming on here.
Thanks for having me.
And make sure you have wait. Malcolm, see you here.
I look more like Jack Pugsley than Jack Pugsley does.
Oh, that's funny, Mark. You made me laugh, Malcolm. You're
7 o'clock Saturday morning, Craig's cutting it, so I'll be all right.
Well, at least you get your haircut. I don't. So I've got to wait. So, but yeah,
it's great. Makes you look younger.
Yeah, but Mark, listen, Malcolm. I need to phone you anyway before this, so I'm going to try and talk to fans on here. But yeah, thanks, Malcolm. And I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, I'll speak to you in a bit, mate. Take care.
Peace, love, dude. See you in a bit. You guys. But yeah, thank you very much, Malcolm Owen, and thank you, Pete, for coming on my channel. Before I go, make sure can you like my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe as well. But like I said, tomorrow I'll be streaming live as well on here for the games at 6 o'clock. But like I said, thank you very much for watching this, and hopefully Nottingham Forest win tomorrow. Thank you very much.